The Pelicans know their fans will be fired up for tonight's action. And as they came into the building, the players were plenty fired up themselves. The city of New Orleans, really a sight to see and a wonderful place to visit. We're happy to be here tonight. A 2-0 start to the finals. Things could change direction here in Game 3. 2K Sports brings you NBA playoff action. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, our terrific analysts. And hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks.
Tremendous, David. Thank you for that. Taking a look at New York. Taking care of business, Greg, in these NBA Finals. A win here tonight would almost guarantee them the title.
Yeah, I mean, they held home court in the first 2 games, but in this one, they'll face a hostile crowd and a team with its back up against the wall. They're going to have to match that intensity if they're going to take complete control and go up 3-0.
It is going to be some scene here tonight. So the New York starting 5. They've got Baller. Mr. Incredible is out there with AI. Then there's Boss, and it's Big Red in its center. And for the Pelicans, underneath in the post, it's Williamson and Valanciunas. Monte Graham is out there with C.J. McCollum, and it's Ingram in at the 3 slot.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That's his first foul.
And that's a quick foul for him there. It looks like the refs are going to call this one pretty close.
The pass to Boss. New York moving it around. Here is Mr. Incredible. Passes to Boss. 5 on the clock. New York needs to get off a shot. Here's Big Red, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
No, he's automatic from the mid-range, and the defense knows that it's a mistake to give up a shot like that.
Now here's McCollum. Defense is right there. The layup missed. Baller passes to Mr. Incredible. Here's Boss. To Mr. Incredible. Here's Big Red. He's guarded by McCollum. Here's Big Red. Here's AI. And he banks in the layup.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass. And that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Here the 3-point line. It's McCollum. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Defender does a good job of contesting there, but McCollum's skill set and focus, they win out.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. And it's Graham missing.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
AI in the post, covered by Williamson. And that one's good. AI.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And it's Graham missing.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling. And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Williamson finds McCollum. Graham. Ingram outside. Pass to McCollum. Now here's Williamson. Tight defense on him. Here's Valanciunas. AI outside. And the pass to Mr. Incredible. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, dominant so far. That's the responsibility of the starters. Now let's see if everybody else who plays in this game makes the same kind of high-level contributions.
Out to Ingram. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. And the dunk by Williamson.
You just love it when you can pick up those extra possessions, and Zion's the guy you want doing it.
And so New York calls timeout. Their first.
Timeout away team.
Who is the loudest?
And the Hornets going with the whole new group out there.
Let me hear you. Let me hear you fans.
Checking in for the away team.
Here's Rain Man.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Takes the 13-footer, and Jones pulls it down.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
1:44 left in the first quarter. Shot clock at 6. Kicks to Nance. On deep. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation.
Away team ball.
New York with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. 1:25 left to play in the first quarter. Count the basket.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Jones with the bounce pass. Cloak loose. And even 3-on-3 break. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. Big Daddy's got his second basket of the game.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Jones. Can't cash in from close range. New York leading by 12. Here's Big Daddy, and it's good off the back rim and in. Big Daddy's got 6.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Puts it up. He can't hit that time. And it's the Pelicans with the ball. Here's Nance. A beautiful reverse layup.
Agility from Larry Nance Jr., so that helped out.
Here's Rain Man. From the arc. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's New York enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And we'll be back with you shortly. And it's time for more of the NBA Finals on 2K Sports. What a time of year. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for New York.
They've set the first half tone by getting out on the fast break and getting the defenders on their heels.
They've also racked up a ton of points off of turnovers so far in tonight's game.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And New York looking at who they've got. A-Train is out there with AI. And it's Rain Man. Then there's the quick. And it's Big Daddy in at the shooting guard position. Nance outside. Into the lane. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. New York leading by 10. Rain Man. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Left side, Jones. Passes it to Alvarado. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Jones, no one around him. Good on the triple. Jones has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, that's a shot he can hit. If you give it to him, you need a little more energy on defense that next trip down.
And there's the pass to Castillo. Some nice passing by New York here. Here's Pena. He can't get that one to fall. Pelicans trail by 7. Here's Alvarado, and it's blocked. And they're able to recover. A shot's good from Hayes. For New York, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. New York calls timeout.
Giving up a run here. Can they turn it around?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a fourth? I'm not sure.
So New York ends up going with the new group. And now let's give you a look at the players who have stood out at taking high percentage shots in the playoffs. Second is Zion Williamson.
And guys, that shooting percentage of his has been spectacular since the start of the playoffs. He has been completely locked in.
Inside. Nice pass. Nice catch and a resounding dunk.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
Here's McCollum. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. McCollum no good. Here's Mr. Incredible. Drains the jumper to finish the break. And now a 9-point New York lead.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Back to Ingram. Fires the three. It's rebounded by New York. They've led by as many as 14 points. They're excited about the win on Thursday.
I like their aggressiveness in that one. No one's going to give you anything. You've got to go out and take it.
And going back and watching that game, there was not one spot on the floor that they did not own.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Here's McCollum. Back to Valanciunas. Bucket is good. Valanciunas has got his first points of the game.
Well, if you go to Lehigh, of course, you're going to make smart plays. McCollum good at sensing when his man was going to be wide open.
Big Red passes to Mr. Incredible. Shoots the three. Knocks down the three ball. That's 7 points for Boss.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
And the dunk by Williamson.
Yeah, he's too good athletically. If Zion gets that close, is big trouble.
Baller covered by Williamson. Baller passes to Big Red. The feed to AI. Takes it off the glass. AI's got 6 points.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another. That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Passes it to Mr. Incredible. Down low. Here's Big Red, and the rejection by Valanciunas.
Excellent use of size there by Valanciunas, reaching out and just swatting that shot.
Well, I like it when he goes vertical, but I like it when he stays there. How about Zion getting up?
Pass to Big Red. To the paint. Here's Baller, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Baller's got his second bucket. McCollum outside. 51 seconds left now here in the second. That one goes. Count it.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around.
Here's Boss. He has 7. The pass to Big Red. Takes the 13-footer, and Valanciunas pulls it down. Here's Williamson, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Zion plays with such force down low. He fights right through. He'll be at the free throw line.
It's his first trip to the line. A different look for New York. And both free throws good for Williamson. New York leading by 8. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Rain Man passes to Big Daddy. Here's A-Train. Passes it to Castillo. New York moving the ball around. 4 on the clock. Aguilar. AI on the follow. AI's got his first 2 points of the night.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in. And so it's New York going into the break with a 10-point lead.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, for New York, they're looking to take complete control of the NBA Finals and certainly have been helping that cause tonight. If the second half goes anything like the first, they could have a commanding 3-0 series lead. Shaq, let's get your insight on the visiting team.
They're going to work in the paint. They're doing a great job. A good portion of their offense was generated inside. Really outperformed their opponent in that aspect. I expect the defense to pack it in a little more in the second half and try to force those guys to stay outside.
And Kenny, what'd you see from New Orleans?
The energy on D stood for disappointment. They were slow to rotate. Communication was bad. No effort. I mean, the intensity on that end of the floor where it needs to be.
We're back with you, all set to bring you more action from Game 3. Zion Williamson with a strong contribution so far, guys, in this one.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Ingram and Williamson are the forwards. C.J. McCollum out there with Devontae Green. And it's Valanciunas in at the 5 down low. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
And he's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. It's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
Baller passes to Boss. Out to the right wing. And again, New York with the triple.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Pass to Ingram. Driving the lane.
That's a nice job on the drive from B.I. Just finding an angle and getting the foul.
For New Orleans, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And he makes the first.
Taking 2 shots.
Both free throws, good for Ingram.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Here's Boss. Graham defending. Kept alive. Boss uses the glass to finish the layup. Boss has got 9 points.
Solid rebound there, and with a score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
McCollum deciding where to go with it. Shoots from the elbow. And there's the call on Zion Williamson. That's his first foul. A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
And this is postseason play at its finest. Refusing to give up shots here in the playoffs.
Hernan Gomez is checked in for the Pelicans. Jackson Hayes comes in for Williamson. Pass to AI. To the middle. Here's Big Red. Up and in on the layup. 8 points for him.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
McCollum kicks to Hernan Gomez. Ingram outside. There's the pass to Hernan Gomez. And so the ball's out of bounds. Ingram touched it last.
Yeah, and I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
New York leading by 13. To the inside. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
New York shooting their first free throw of the night here.
1 shot.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Hayes trying to break free. And the basket by McCollum. McCollum's got 6 points.
Making the floater look effortless. McCollum has the body control and touch to drop that kind of shot in consistently.
Here's AI. Misses off the right iron.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
McCollum outside. From down in the low post, it goes.
And McCollum undersized at his position, at least in terms of his strength. But he can play that way because he competes. That's a tough one there.
Passes to Boss. Here's Big Red, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. 10 points for him.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Out to Nance. Now here's Jones. D right on him. 5 on the clock. Jacks up a 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. New York leading by 14. The Big Daddy passes to Castillo. Here's Rain Man. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Pass to Castillo. Some nice passing by New York here. Big Daddy. And it's off from three-point range. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. The pass to Alvarado. Outside, Jones. High post, Hernan Gomez. Hayes trying to break free. That one's in there. The New York lead is cut down to just 12 points on the bucket from Jones. To the paint. Unloads from 13. Goes back up. That's tipped. Outside, Jones. 1:04 left to play in the third. Leaps for it. It's not going to go for him.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up. Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Back to Nance. Here's Alvarado. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
The ball goes to the
New Orleans making some changes here. Jonas Valanciunas is checked in for Hernan Gomez. And Zion Williamson subbed in for Hayes. AI outside. Pass to Big Daddy. Beyond the arc. Sinks the three-pointer. Big Daddy's got 9 points.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Inside. And it's Williamson missing. From deep three-point range. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's New York feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. And we'll be right back after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And New York, looking at who they've got, the Quick is out there with A-Train. And it's Big Daddy, then it's AI, and it's Rain Man in at the point guard position. He takes it in, and Valanciunas pulls it down. Pelicans trail by 17. pass to Williamson. To the middle. Here's Valanciunas.
A smart play. Signs of Zion Williamson picking up what it is that's going on out there and being efficient.
Here's A-Train. And Jones sends it back. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. A different look for New York. Big Red's checked in for the A-Train. Boss comes in for Big Daddy. And it's Baller in for Rain Man. Here's Boss. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Well, Picasso couldn't have drawn that up any better. Perfect execution off the inbounds.
Here's Ingram. Here he goes.
Man, these Kevin Durant comparisons are starting to come to fruition right here, especially when Ingram is finishing with power on the drive.
Mr. Boss gets it to go from beyond the arc. Boss has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, that equals his 3-point total from the first half. He had 1 before the break, and that's his first 3 of this half.
Graham with the ball. Pocket 6. Shoots it up. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
AI outside, and he drives in. Comes up empty down low.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
And it's Ingram missing. Down low. New York moving the ball around. Castillo the pass to Ball. Drives to the hoop, and the layup's good off the glass.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Out to Ingram. And the pass to Graham. And here's McCollum. The basket is good off the assist from Graham.
He was sitting back a little bit there in the first half, but feels like showtime now, and he's ready to put some major points up on the board.
AI outside. Shoots from 14. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. And New York leads by 17.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
McCollum dishes to Ingram. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Ingram's got 4 this quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
New York calls timeout.
Away team.
And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game. Boss.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hands.
Some players rise to the occasion in the playoff spotlight, and some wilt under it. We know which type he is. What a stunning night for him. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, during the break, I heard Tom Thibodeau as he talked with the team. His demeanor was not one of a coach whose team was well ahead. He said this is the time to turn up the heat, make one final push, and try to close out strong. We'll see if they were listening, guys.
Thank you, David. Here's Ingram. Banked in off the glass.
Well, the length of Ingram on display, outstanding at finding the lane, and then he explodes through it.
Passes it to Boss. Here's Big Red, guarded by Valanciunas. Here's Big Red. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession. Jones checked in for Javonte Green.
Into the lineup for your Pelicans.
McCollum kicks to Williamson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his first.
Zion's part of a very exclusive club, a player who comes into the league as a clear #1 pick. A lot of responsibilities on his shoulder to turn the franchise around to a consistent championship caliber competitor. Not a perfect trip to the free throw line, but they'll take what they can get at this point.
Boss passes to Ball. 1:11 left in the fourth quarter of this one. The shot will not fall. Good D by Williamson.
And Game 3 of the NBA Championship Series is all but in the books. Congrats are in order tonight on an outstanding effort and a well-deserved victory for New York.
The coaching staff must be happy that they controlled their turnovers so well in this game.
Excellent self-control and patience tonight.
And this is going to put them on the brink of a sweep in a championship. Just one more win, and that trophy will be theirs.
And I think they'll get it in Game 4. They are on an unbelievable roll right now, and I just don't see anything slowing this group down. If the momentum was going to change in this series, I think it was going to happen tonight. Instead, they put the hammer down and already have one hand on the trophy. And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Boss.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you.
Taking 2 shots.
And so McCollum nails both of them.
The 2013 draft comes up, and the 10th pick is announced as C.J. McCollum out of Lehigh. And a lot of people said, who is this guy? Not a lot of people say that now.
Rain Man. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans.
New Orleans ball. Coming onto the floor for your
We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Kyra Lewis Jr.
The shot, no good. So no problem for New York as they get the win. You have to think at this point, up 3-0. It's only a matter of time now, Greg, until this series is in the books.
You know, this victory all but seals the deal. As strong as they look throughout this game and this series, I'll be shocked if they don't close it out in Game 4.
Well, that'll do it. Thanks for joining us for Game 3 of the NBA Finals. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and the whole